Welcome back, everybody, to the Renaissance Humanism podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Riley. In today's episode, I'll be discussing the United States Congress blocking aid to Ukraine. The United States of America, from the 24th of January 2022 until the 31st of October 2023, has provided Ukraine with financial and material aid to help them in their war against the Russian Federation, which has been an ongoing conflict since the 2024 and a full-scale war since the 22nd of February 2022. In that time, given above, the total aid to Ukraine amounts to $75.4 billion. The Joe Biden administration also in December announced that they will be sending an aid package which amounts to $250 million, which will also include equipment comprising of including Stingers and anti-aircraft missiles. The Joe Biden administration has been assisting the Ukrainians in resisting the Russian aggression since August 2022. And it's also believed that the American government also provided the Ukrainians intelligence in advance that the Russians were going to invade Ukraine during February 2022, which helped the government in Kiev be ready to actually fight the war against the Russians. Also, according to reported by Al Jazeera, the Ukrainians are struggling to have ammunition and artillery shells to keep up with the Russian Federation. The Russian Federation also has access to its leftovers in terms of military supplies and stockpiles from the Cold War period, which lasted from 1945 to 1989. This was a period of extreme militarization on the part of the United States of America and the Soviet Union, both gearing up for a potential nuclear exchange or a large land war in the Eurasian continent. Also, during the war, the Ukrainians are firing approximately between 4,000 and 7,000 artillery shells per day, while the Russians are launching more than 20,000 shells daily into the territory of Ukraine. The government of Kiev is also pledging to have 1 million drones by 2024, and that these drones will cost $400 and destroy a Russian tank. This one drone costs $400, can destroy a Russian tank worth 2 millions. This shows that the future of warfare is changing, and that the Ukraine war, being the first major war in Europe since 1945, was leading to major significant technological changes and changing what it means to warfare as well. As for the American Congress, the 118th United States Congress is shaping up to be its worst performance in the history of the United States of America since the ratification of its Constitution in 1789. So far, this Congress, which is halfway through its lifespan, has managed to pass 58 bills, 38 bills in 2023. Also, current Republican Congress is blocking US aid packages to Ukraine. The reason for this is because there's no longer a bipartisan atmosphere within Congress due to the major political factions within both political parties moving around. And when it's happening, there's going to be instability because the leadership inside the main Democratic and Republican parties fighting to maintain control of their supporters. And if those supporters leave, that's why labour unions, big business, and a heck of a lot of other factions are having more influence and more say in both political parties because both political parties are trying to maintain control over their supporting and voter base. This only led to war twice in America's history. The first was the American War of Independence, 1775 to 1783, and the American Civil War from 1861 to 1865. Also, the last time this happened in terms of the factions moving around was the African American vote in America, switching from Republicans to Democrats back in the 1930s. Thank you for this episode. Hope you found it enjoyable and informative. I shall leave my link in the description. Thank you for your time and peace out.